Da 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 da. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We are about to see it exclusively on the Pirates of the Caribbean film series on YouTube channel. Is forcing I say, I will have to say just the once. No wonder why the force to say, I am beyond the side and remotes here. Hello. Oh, what you want, man? Have a smoke about it. How you doing today? How you doing? That was just like good, but maybe that as far as that I'm concerned about any time about as soon as there's more possibilities. If a guy's a fighting with me, we both get shot. But you really need to get a focus now? Focus what I told. Just what I did. Well, as far as I did. Well, what are you talking to? Friendly we have here? Be careful what you have. You don't get hurt yourself. What are you saying? What are you talking about? All the things that are good is really left here. It leave you here. You don't make me do it myself, huh? Try not to make me do it whenever it takes. That's for the guy lies, huh? I shall leave it this day. You will be careful at this time. As you respect. Well, that's just why I'm remote confronting those guys. I'm just gonna do my vlogs right now as far as that I did, but gonna have to reveal some things happen. So really gonna me, man. I'm just gonna turn around straight around. Well, that's me, guys. That was me. For anybody else, if you call me there, as far as that I'm concerned, when I was in the gym and about cardio centers, and then it is a whole thing to the problem as far as I'm concerned, and my digestive inside from my body is. So after I eat my lunch, I ate some of those of my food into my mouth. As far as I have go through there on esophagus, stomach, as far as it is due to on the closing, and melting it inside for stomach. When you get to the exits from my stomach, go over there on the duodenum, as far as it enter to on the small intestines, as far as it's like on in the past several hours. And maybe as far as like about the 6 hours before exiting from small intestines, as far as it go in there for on the large intestine for colons. Even my stomach, as far as I did, my large intestines was able to do on and send it up there to on the right besides it on the straight, as far as it in the middle of colons. The food that should be down here as far as like on descended, as far as the rectum and anus. And that should be end like on my food inspections for it's between my from my mouth to anus. Sorry. I'm really gonna need the vlogs right now as far as I did, so I wasn't there for the Peter's funeral. My Aunt Christy, not emo, and so why my mom blamed on me for about yesterday? I was there on Peter's funeral. Well, basically, I went to on South Hill for the Happy Burger Grills yesterday. I basically had choose grilled chicken Caesar salad and 10 pieces of chicken strips. Then I walk around from my buildings around the Sunrise Village, which is like before I jog, which I hang out for cool down with about the targets, and also have for the past march. But which should I before I jog? I able to on the real jogs right now, as far as I did. I stretch on my legs first just a little bit, and maybe I exited from Sunrise Village before I jogged right to the street, even just like in the Marine Corps. So let me just start it first. So I'm sorry about that, but I'm just really gonna force the vlogs right now, just like Jesse told me for the Majugga Nuggets. The harvest from the last 9 years, but kind of like be honest with me. So I'm really sorry about my mom shoveling for no reason since wherever might mad at me for about no reasons. But whatever it takes, wherever my best ways ever. But talk to talk. But whatever you do. Hello middies, this is Scary Scouts and Pirates of the Caribbean film series. Simon Angels here. Today's date is Wednesday, June 11, 2025. So I basically, as far as I like it, do tour on the South Hills for the first time, and that was like in September 2023 for the end of the month. Ironically, that was like the vlogs, announcement, speech, and reviews. What I said to be here, as far as that hope asides, but maybe I do guess, it's like really notice about I hope we're gonna have to see the guys again. So before I went to the Panda Express, as far as the payments for the good reasons, 3 plates, 3 entrees. That was like on the one choose to decide for fried rice, Mandarin chickens, orange chickens, and General Tso's chickens, and one for the egg rolls. But as far as that I did, even large drinks, that was not declined all the time. So I chose single sometime as far as that I did. I was gonna have to make it relax as far as that I did so one I watch it on AEW Wednesday Night Dynamite and Collision. It mostly takes more than about 4 hours. So teaching me each other. So I'm really sorry about that, guys. I've been about horrible in the past like about 10 years. That was from 2005. So I was thinking about it anytime when I was in the fourth grade. I basically I was jog over for about taco time, Hello Foes, and Popeyes. As far as I like McDonald's, Wendy's, and Burger King's, and whenever I did so, I bought a seafood and bar, Thai, and as any who knows Mexican food, Chipotle, then Taco Bell's. Mostly have here is Fat Sacks pizzas whenever it takes. So that way it takes is IHOP for the first time. I've been to the Denny's with the IHOP too. It was last year's after my uncle's funeral. Uncle Corey has been passed away like last year ago, but I haven't noticed who my best is. That was like a quiz and Justice Dad for like on the evolution. That was like on. However, in this time, I shouldn't have to talk about this anymore for any time. So that's once in each. Wherever I go, as far as like a Safeway to South Hill, I believe it was on the side by side. Weimar has the EBA cars as far as go in. For Baskin Robbins and KFC Taco Bell's, that was like a good point. That was like a do so. That was a shifters. That was like on beside behind for the Emerald Ridge High Schools. That's where I have for the junior years in the past 12 years. I met Kalia Nelson. She has her husband and 4 children. That was a belief in like on the last 12 years. I met her for the first time. She came from Glacier Views Junior High Schools. I definitely, as far as that I did, spoke about it yesterday. As far as that I did. Boop. And my hands. My hands. Feel free to find. So, as far as I did spoke about it for yesterday. Um, I'm just watching in the dynamite. Maybe I'm going back to look at me and my vlogging right now. There, as far as I spoke. Just like cameraman as far as I did, but seems like I spoke about it yesterday, but I know basically, and pretty much sometime as far as I did. So that was like a pay like McDonald's and Walmart is like the last year's for the single ones. That was my guess. That was overacted for the like on maybe South Hills. Probably like about the 2 years from the end of September. I've been at the single for the first time. I just sneak in for the downstairs to on living rooms and dining rooms and kitchens. So I sneak into the downstairs to my brother's bedroom. I believe was on. I open the door just slow down as far as I can. I just don't want to distress into my mom. She was sleeping on couch bed for the couch's bed. I believe was sofa's bed. The only thing is that about during the rent time is like $350 during the rent for every month. Well, I just opened the garage as far as I did. I pressed the button for the numbers of birth dates. So I closed the garage when I watched for about the garage close. It's gonna be clear. On my upstairs to the porch doors has been locked all the time. So probably like as I spoke about it, so she was dependency. So my mom was always jealous. She was sleeping. She was always stressed herself out. So maybe before I jog up there, before we exit from the Larkspur to the Ferrugia Junior High School's building, and then right now this time we're going to on the Ferrugia. We're going to about the South Hill to the Panda Express for food on the Emma Ridge. Right beside it on the Walmart, Popeyes, and Happy Bento Sushi and Teriyaki. So let's get things started to briefing and listening. For right now this time, so I jogging over to the left, where should I case it before exiting through there around the neighborhoods to the straight. I wish the thing is, just like one of those things out, I figure it out just like I said. I jog all the things out as far as I've blown things up. Probably like on 23rd Street Southeast. I said as far as I beat her once in a while. Maybe I just jog up there as far as I cycles to the left to the right side of on the sidewalks. Before I turn it to the left with the sidewalks, when I follow to the sidewalks through the trails, even I go into the streets, I just wanted to make sure to be careful to my left foot is. So it is don't want to get myself hurts really bad. Then I turn to the right up there to the Fuji Hills. Even I exit from the Larkspur as far as like on to get it closer to on the Manor 2 and 3. I basically turn to the left besides to the behind for the buildings with the Fuji Junior High Schools and the Junior High Schools outdoor tracks as far as like on Fuji teachers and staffs where the activities and academics and sports athletics to go. As far as like I spoke about it yesterday. So I go into the about on the Wildwood Park streetways from the Manorwords. It's much like it needed besides to the Pierce College streetways. So I even keep going as far as I'm concerned. It is almost closer than on in the Manorword 1 as far as I knew. Probably just like I spoke about it yesterday. So even that one, even I exited from Wildwood Park streetways before I go into on the straight besides the shortcuts into the South Hill Village. And that's where people live here for about the 30 or 40 years. when I basically just jog, when I go straight to on the left up there into the right straight up to one of the steep hills, and that's where a guy is just made it up for the streets of sidewalks for the terrain ways. That was like about the terrain ways. That was like on in the past 8 minutes ago before I turned down the straight down to the right. As far as like on for the neighbors don't want to hear it, even though as far as I'm concerned, I'm to the left beside the straight here in the past like 5 minutes ago. Even I almost get an exit from Puyallup, even though I was crossing the street, it's straight sided the rectangle square circles before I jog it straight down here. Before I stride it straight down here, which is besides to the left of the South Hill, which is right before besides the like on 9 minutes ago. When I go to the left, which I enter to the South Hill, when I basically, as far as I could do to for 4 minutes ago, I easily just cross the street to the right. I go straight to the right. That's one of the phase one rules, as far as like on the South Hill Marina 161 Avenue Street East. Where should I keep going straight? Where should I jog straight? It would probably get the most of the straight this way, as far as like on 5 or 10K marathoners. We'll probably like it about a jog as far as I'm concerned. So whenever it takes, I turn to the left with the Willow Hill Gardens Apartments. That was like on Willow Hills Apartments. That's where people lives here for about the 20 to 40 years. Even though I was a shortcut to the Willow Hills apartment, and that's where Donna Paynes lives here. That was like in the past, like on the 10 years in evolutions. I basically turn to the right. I wish that I exit from the Willow Hills apartments. When I go to the left straight, when I keep going, I basically, when I get closer, instead of to the left, and we pass by the full ties, Ivars and cross the streets, pass it by through there on the Meridian town for Safeways, GameStop, so that's where it happens. Regal, Longstone Place 14, Buffalo Wild Wings, IHOPs, and Coastal Creamery, and we always stop at signs as far as I did before I have to keep going straight with the Meridian Avenue Street East of 161. When I keep going straight, where should I pass by through the cities? We are to the left. Where should I, instead of those to the right, pass by to the Fir Grove and Baloo, which is as far as like the elementaries and junior high schools, instead of that the Stall high schools. That was like concerns. Maybe instead of that Rogers High Schools, maybe instead of that Stall Junior High School, I haven't seen it. So I thought I wish we're all the way straight down here for the jog. That was like taking more than about 25 to 30 minutes. When I keep going, as far as I'm concerned, so when I pass by through the left, we are in. That was like instead of to the right cross street pass by. So that would be like out and in. That would like an out and about burgers, Meridian Habitat Parks. Then I even could keep going as far as I'm concerned. So maybe I can go in straight to pass by on Chinese restaurants, which is about out of business. Dairy Queen just still opens. And we are to pass by through there on the Sunrise Village, which is about Habit Burgers and Grills and BBS Teriyakis, Targets, Famous Footwears, Party City, some Home Goods and Pet Marts, and Flip Off Arcade Games, and Chinese takeout and restaurants as far as he did. Then, so we're going straight to the right to pass by through on the Jack in the Box, Jackson food stores and gas stations, and the Pancakes House, which is about the breakfast and lunch and dinner house. I believe was The last one is to pass by on Domino's Pizzas, Verizon's, and Popeyes. It is right beside to the Walmarts and Happy Bento Sushi and Teriyaki. When I stop there for the jog before I walk around and before I eat, even on the first time I eat lunch, as far as I did, like I said, as far as I did, yes, maybe I was very successful as far as I did for the jog, just like one of those like a Rohan, Home of the Horse Lords from the Lord of the Rings, the Two Towers, the War of the Rohirrim. I believe so, but it's as far as I might guess, as far as I didn't notice. You can honest me as far as I did, so I'm really sorry about I shove you in for what happened today from last 10 years ago, even like the last 12 years. But my friends, my relatives, I'm just wanted to say I apologize for what happened today as far as I'm concerned. So I'm not a bad person. I'm not a terrifying people. Just always have been there as far as I'm concerned. So let's gonna say respect people and respect to each other's as far as I'm concerned. You are in on the wife and children's and husbands. Maybe they have fun time. The life is normal as far as it did so. But I just jog from my house to the Panoramic Rex, from here to South Hill. So it's very perfect. That was a rare perfect all the time. Alright. I wish that I bit enough time, so I just got ate for the lunch as far as like on the lunch meals, as far as like on Mandarin chickens. That was like a plate 3. That was like a choose fried rice for the each. 3 each for the Mandarin chickens, General Tso's chickens, and Marine chickens. But the one choose as far as like a chicken egg rolls. But I use it a large drinks as far as I can. Even at the Panda Express, unlike Universal Studios and Tacoma, I just like South Hill is pretty much good. But I just don't blame you guys as far as I'm concerned. So my mom blames on me. I wasn't there on my cousin Peter's pod after he passed away like the last 3 weeks. So probably 2 weeks. That was like on the Peter's funeral from my mom and dad. I wasn't there for her. I wasn't there for him. I felt bad at them for no time. I feel sorry about him. What happened for my Aunt Christy and my Aunt Janae all the time, as far as I know. Alright guys, make sure don't forget to hit the word subscribe to more content, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, as far as I'm concerned. So that was like a Instagrams, the Facebooks, the Google Advanced Cameras, Reddit, and Gateway Shadow Legends, as far as like on playing Pirates of the Caribbean, Tides of War. And make sure to don't forget to watch it on Peacocks, Tubi, and Cinema Plays. And 2 of those, and each is all free. Peacock is on now, as far as the paid subscriptions, as far as you know. Alright guys, I'm going to continue watching on AEW Dynamite on Wednesday night and Collision, which is about we play Saturday nights. Alright guys, like I said, I'm sorry about what happened today. My mom, about shuffling my mom and my friends and my longtime teachers, his dads, my peoples. I'm just saying I'm really sorry about what happened for shuffling people, saying for horrible things forever that takes. So I'm just felt bad for you guys. So like I said, don't feel bad at me, guys. I just don't want them to be bad. Alright guys, feel free to watch and feel free in front of death, and don't forget, Keep it regimented. Good luck.